in the eternal chamber, translated by the archetypes emerged creators. The word that made is far greater than these urban phrases. Perfect language well protected by external dangers. One became many, the coveted and the plenty. Music of the spheres for the construction of the empty. All the ages in the atoms, prophecies in the particles. Geometry of the gods, see symmetry in the molecules. Interstellar minds that manifested matter. How disciplined the hands hold the candle of the masters. The grand experiment, mirroring the data, clearly manufactured for experience to gather. For what appears to be imperial disasters, merely only fear and interference of the rapture. A rising frequency, shifting of the paradigms. A single psyche outshining a pair of eyes. Glare inside of the pineal, outside of time and space. And unify the cosmic bodies as I awake.
Pseudo-personas, perfecting the personification of nothing, masquerading in calculated constructed costumes, assuming to have assets, and this assessment is ascertained upon analysis of the truth, rebuking image and dealing with substance, for true sustenance lies beyond the shallow surface or superficial exterior, for feeling is believing, but seeing can be deceiving. I can do it. Batteries in your backpack and headphones on your dome. You have now entered into the dimension of the source of labor zone. Aided by consciousness, guided by spirits, protected by Jah and Milah. Me nah fear it, don't hear it, cause all they talking is bullshit. I culture, you can't kill it, hip hop don't stop. No matter what a distributor won't push or what artist or label drops. Cause hip hop's beyond the boardroom, but bordering on the border of boredom. Till recently, Jah series come to set the enslaved MC free. So come follow me and come follow we. Decolonializing hip-hop through independence is our vision. Decolonializing hip-hop through independence is our vision. Soul ambition, make moves, never wishing. No time for false fishing in shallow record pools. How long do you think playing the coon and playing the fool will get you by? Hide behind false propaganda and fronting like you fly.
One time for your mind, find a little truth in the rhyme. One time for your mind, ease up, hold tight, and find a little truth in the rhyme. Sing, transmitting, international, live and direct.
This is your last chance. After this, there's no turn. You take the blue pill, story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. Take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. The multitude is always wrong. In the land of blood, men, one-eyes king. Dr. Freeman. Is it really that time? As I write this song, I plead for the right and the wrong, so we can see that the light isn't gone. The night is strong, but the veil can be lifted when we're aware that we're trailing on the tail of the wicked. Was a piece
him the L for the sickness. The mark of the beast released upon the frail and the frigid. What is this? The earth hurts. I hear her pain in the bird's chirp. I see the drain when her dirt surge. For the purpose of gain until her surface is changed. And Mother Earth will not furnace or flame. And nourish rain that plays when thirsty and starved. The word of truth is hard. We won't move far if we don't know who we are. We're lost souls strolling on crossroads. Being told what we're told and then denied if we ever thought of a road. It's the way the snake gets hold of the prey and suffocates the throat. Or venom creates control. I can't drink the water cause it's no longer pure and it's laced. I can't eat the food it's made fake to produce the taste. I can't sleep at night cause of noise and machines and the hum. I can't breathe the air cause it's poison destroying my lungs. I look up at the worldly horizon cause I heard crying. Seen an unhappy face in the form of birds flying. We could change our mistakes but is it worth trying? Cause we've waited too late and Mother Earth's dying. On the horizon I saw the monster conquer the lion and divide the parts along the stars of Orion. I seen the hardest prison bars that are iron and visions blindside given by intuition that's hidden within the mind's eye. Saw a helpless animal beg standing on one leg being beaten by a man to the edge. The red that's from the blood on our hands is the unforgiving stain, the pain that exists in our heads because we live in shame and gaze past the limited range of average humans life by casting out the illusion of doubt. Changing my view of life, the truth is right in front of the eyes that have been opened wide. But most don't notice they're closed by the control of lies. I focus so I'm no longer blind to Mother Nature's struggle. When humanity's placed inside a matrix bubble, generating such hate towards the race of others when we are made as brothers. I can't drink the water cause it's no longer pure and it's laced. I can't eat the food it's made fake to produce the taste. I can't sleep at night cause of noise and machines and the hum. I can't breathe the air cause it's poison destroying my lungs. I look up at the worldly horizon cause I heard crying. Seen an unhappy face in the form of birds flying. We could change our mistakes but is it worth trying? Cause we've waited too late and Mother Earth's dying.
You don't have to swim with the tide. You can swim the other way. It's possible. You were born an original. You don't die a copy. But how many people do? Because they fear not being like everyone else is because of the comeback from those people. Truth does not change because it is or is not believed by the majority of the people.
What is real? How do you define it? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, taste, see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Even if you're in a minority of one, the truth is still
I can't
the
drink the
truth.
water cause it's no longer pure and it's laced. I can't eat the food it's made fake to produce the taste. I can't sleep at night cause of noise and machines and the hum. I can't breathe the air cause it's poison destroying my lungs. Beyond the horizon I saw the monster conquer the lion and divide the parts along the stars of Orion. I seen the hardest prison bars that are iron and visions blindside given by intuition that's hidden within the mind's eye.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
Capital I. Capital I. In a consistent pattern of how my mind corrects and directs me, functioning in the haze of complexity. I am mastering my time for this cause to show you true works of a rebel without a pause. Be of a good courage and be not afraid. Or sway to the left or the right and be not dismayed. In the midst of the storm can be the cornerstone and observe the landslides and fall into the hailstones. In the terror dome alone with robotic clones, but you're destined to see the light of the heavenly throne. The stars luminous, so I don't hide at night. I get sent from the abyss, shining a guiding light. Constellations of the suns, I and I, billions of others, one too many, reflect the nature of each other. Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
I don't hide at night. I get sent from the abyss, shining a guiding light. Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
Ripped to pieces, seemingly disintegrated, but the sound died, magically regenerated. Magic, mysterious signs, unexplained, incomprehensible to the average brain. Exercise on the plane of the most highest. Quiet the physical body, emotional silence. Listen to the thought, the intuition warns. Assembles in the electricity Ideas are shaped in the earth from desire. Studying the seven in the house of fire. How do the numbers relate to me with the letter? And my respect for fire, earth, air, water, and ether. Documents of a mentor. Ancestors give us a plan. Knowledge in the mind and the body of a man. Rise like a morning sun. Expression to the universe, but the universe is one. Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
I don't hide at night. I get sent from your bitch, shining the guide light. Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
Capital I. Consciousness, cultivation, it's all in mind. Energy travel, serpentine line. Dimming the irrational material lust. Plotting the Uraeus, you rock us. As we struck like the Egyptian architects in the inner reach of the Nile Valley, African intellect. Selfless, oneness with humanity. Giving into true sense of responsibility. Respond to your ability for soul travel. Up the spine from the bow to the Panal. Jacob fought the angel and threw his thigh to join. He fought himself to reach a spiritual conscious point. All things come from the eternal, and all things will return. Allow your soul to learn. Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
Capital I.
Symbol of longevity.
I don't hide at night. I get sent from your bitch, shining the guide light. Capital I. Silent meditation. In corners of darkness, I sit in smoke inhalation, consumed by blackness and silent meditation. My legs folded, eyes closed, I see visions from the celestial nine, infinite dimensions of me seeing the universes and orders in a faraway place, like years of travel and outer and inner space. Locus correlates and messages and give you a mental picture, modern day manifestation of the scripture. As we transcend, but a visitor trapped in the physical. But I'm a psyche pilot, directing my vehicle. Motility, metaphysical, reality, bodily function through illusions, images, and truth. The senses, so I can think to myself. All I see is like the horse, hawk, bird. Flesh, embodiment of the word. Capital I. Capital I. I don't hide at night. I get seen from the bitch, shining the guide light. Capital I. Capital I. I don't hide at night. I get seen from the bitch, shining the guide light. Capital I.
Behold the four-headed golden deity of raw speech, repeating laws of Dharma bombing at God's speed, at a force to make the pause bleed. Let's see where the portals of the source lead. No galactic babble, I astral travel beyond this planet of bestial man, who needs to expand the pineal gland to see the plan. So feel me, fam. I swing from the unseen, then I redeem man, and chant the Maha Mantra, unblock the Sahasrara chakra. Soon as the sage's frame swells, illumine brain cells. I choose to escape hell, ruthlessly wait until I drill heads like that nutcase in pie. Release the nuclear energy up from the base of the spine, and scatter data through the gray matter. Can you say illumine? Awaken divine face, sublime creation refined by the chase. The climb takes some time, now meditate. Repeating Om Huga Houdini, the Kundalini glows. Kriya Yogan, telekinesis is flowing. Increases the pull, the reach to know. Yo, seize the moment. The waking night dreamwalker trotting through Akasha. Sleeping prophet, mystic crystal gazer, disembodied in the astral transcendent space, man. The God, y'all, I got 7 bodies. Only one is 3-dimensional. Steve's paraphysical, beyond the shell of the universe. Traveling to many planes, not limited. The planet Earth, my words teleport the soul through the ethers of lyric templates. Vibratory race the pen negates and then in space. Demonstrate, blend your brain in quantum soup. Rock no local vocals over cybernetic loops. Breath of the absolute, guess my attribute. Don't test the path unless the math is true and know the lag, son. Death is subdued when you conquer time and space. Mystified and no one specialist, finessing cut celestials. Sublime consciousness, what's my accomplishment? Hearing God within, awakening the third eye from the sleep of illusion, material delusion, confusing the earthling, circling the will of misfortune, torturous. Samsaric mind, it means straight up dizziness, and y'all applying on the will of time is quite ridiculous. In the illusion, base wickedness from spitting this, stripping kids from straight jackets of unconsciousness. Slave demonic men, slither like Leviathan, armed with a twig and a lion's den. Them can't comprehend, drowning men within without a floatable. That's notable. I pinpoint the pinnacle and indigo. You in the flow, multi-syllabic. Third eye be flipping it, omnipotent spark a split and lift to the infinite. Contemplating sacred space between temples where spirit emanates. Meditate beyond mental. I'm blessed, the child of the gods and born the rest. I'm blessed, the child of the gods and born the rest. I'm blessed, the child of the gods and born the rest. I'm blessed, the child of the gods and born the rest.
This planet's so amazing, we're powerful in creating. Our chromosomes are upgrading, erasing all the displacement. It's time that we get collected in consciousness and connected. The status quo gets rejected, reflected and then corrected. We're blessed but affected, the system that's so repressive. We're constantly in regression, our spirits they need progression. Lesson could be a blessing, we're reflective of the essence. Came from pure perfection but had negative objections. Listen, doesn't matter about your race or your skin complexion or your religion. If you have ears then listen, if you have eyes then see with a clear vision. Knowledge and wisdom been hidden and forbidden for power division. The Nephilim and the prophets, Sumerians and the watchers, the Egyptians and the knowledge, they know we're keeping it from us. But now our eyes open, what they say doesn't resonate. See your lies broken, see through my third eye. Don't listen to what they say cause they you lie. They lead them blind like snakes cause they slide. I'm here, I'm gonna speak what's on my mind. I see, listen through my third eye. Don't listen to what they say cause they you lie. They lead them blind like snakes cause they slide. I'm here, I'm gonna speak what's on my mind. It's like open up the pineal gland, spiritual gateway. Psychedelic properties, possibly there's no stopping me spinning into a vortex. Seeing a single optics, this ain't a dream. Touch my Elohim, feel my aura gleam. Diametric dopamine is chemical releases, produces and then induces. It's lucid and real conclusive, my spirit is clear. Open up my third eye through meditation, silent reflection. Got me channeling my energies, there's power in the present. My lesson, I feel the essence, not worrying about the past or the future. I'm staying in the now, laying with a smile, eyes closed, breathing in deeply, feeling divine energy enter me steadily, blessing my celestial body. Spiritual fundamentals I embody. To me this ain't just music, to me this ain't a hobby. If your eyes closed, better open them up. The elite want them closer, they're closing the shop. See through my third eye. Don't listen to what they say cause they you lie. They lead them blind like snakes cause they slide. I'm here, I'm gonna speak what's on my mind. I see through my third eye. Don't listen to what they say cause they you lie. They lead them blind like snakes cause they slide. I'm here, I'm gonna speak what's on my mind. Yeah, spirituality not spitting profanity. We're gripping like gravity too. This ideology not seeing hypocrisy there. It's not democracy, we're stuck in that solitary lack spirit maturity. I've awoken and broken the shackles of my mind. Prison on a guide mission, erudition, I define risen. Real spitting, I'm kicking, quadrupling my blessing. When I'm addressing what I'm stressing, it's complexing. We can open up our minds from inside. We are light beings in a spiritual war, ready to fight demons. If your eyes closed, better open them up. The elite want them closed, so they're closing them shut. See through my third eye. Don't listen to what they say cause they you lie. They lead them blind like snakes cause they slide. I'm here, I'm gonna speak what's on my mind. I see Through my third eye, don't listen to what they say, cause they all lie. They lead them going like snakes, cause they slide. I'm here, I'm gonna speak what's on my mind.
And I still got two. Put out the second one and I can still see you. Triple up. Eliminated our science. Give me what you want, Slick. Give me what you want, Slick. Give me what you want, Slick. Stockpile and build for a while. The colorful bomber creates a devastating style. We redefine the state of the art as we go and bust its egos and super egos. I grab you with my talons and fly you to the mountains where you can meditate on inner harmony and balance. In audio, video, spiritual wars, I move like a spook who sat by the door. Yo, put out one of my eyes and I still got two. Put out the second one and I can still see you. Triple op. Put out one of my eyes and I still got two. Put out the second one and I can still see you. Triple op.
Visualizing. Now, the third eye is nothing but a lens. People want to do third eye meditations and all that kind of stuff. I hope that you are the master of your thought and emotion on a certain level, because once you start piercing those fucking veils, and you start seeing some real shit, if you see, here's the thing, it's the same thing with Kundalini. People think they're having a third eye experience. They get a little bit of visuals and stuff. They're like, oh, my third eye's open. No, the fuck it's not. When your third eye opens for real, you are in a completely different fucking world, just as real as this physical reality. Just as tangible, okay? While at the same time being your enigma. And see, most people, man, they're not ready for it because they haven't gone through proper initiations. All of this, in context, needs a proper initiation, and that's why I do what I do, to give people the mechanics to be able to navigate this fucking stuff. And it's not to say that people out there aren't shit. But when the pineal gland opens for real, man, I remember the first time it happened for me. That's when a lot of fucked up shit started happening, man. This really happened to me. And this is when people start experiencing interface with entities, spirits, all the things that people talk about, alien factions, whatever the fuck. There's stuff going on that I've experienced. I don't hear anybody talking about it, and I haven't even given voice to it because, well, it's not really fucking necessary. That was my push.
The greatest adventure in the universe. Beyond the ether of the spiral, our destinies are riding. We bend the parabola with our conscious light survival. I do not see coincidence. I see purpose.
The Methodist, the mystic spell. Step into this twisted world. Wisdom won't deceive you, only seek to leave you gifts of pearls. Smashing through the vista wells, the colour schemes clashing in the fashion of ballistic shells and sunbeams flashing. Kaleidoscopes colliding, I'm enlightening the way for you. The pieces in the pipe and I'm inviting you to blaze a few. To find divine designing, take a dive in if you're breaking through the ride inside your mind. We know deciding where it's taking you. I've seen in diamond eyes, a virgin full of shining glory, crying for me. Tears of joy emerging, dripping dry before me. I'm blessed to beam through every section of this hexam dream. Best the spectrum seen through smoke and mirrors to reflect the scene of Eden. Amber glows, I start believing, help me stand the lows. I feel the thorns, I'm bleeding, cross the roads until my hands are closed. Until these eyes are woken open when the ties are broken. Back within the skies to where the living dies and lies are spoken.
Show magic mantras, affirming with the code. Evolve, tapping tappers, perfect to behold. We chose, channel chakras, determined on our goal. We know, astral travelers on journeys of the soul. We show magic mantras, affirming with the code. Evolve, tapping tappers, perfect to behold. We chose, channel chakras, determined on our goal. We know, astral travelers on journeys of the soul.
Some nights I shut my eyes and arrived in a place I can't describe it, it's great. The fucking sights will amaze. I could try to explain, but I'm trying in vain, cause I'm certain I don't possess the words inside of my brain to paint the lights in the way, the lines interlaid, the vibrant array of insane brightness and great vibe that it gave. I was absorbed in the motion of flowing fauna and then noticed the vortex of colours formed into waves of water approaching a glowing orb but then folded round the front of my face, and I had the feeling of being held in a loving embrace. I was humbled and lay in this wondrous place and watched as every stress I ever had simply crumbled away. But I was flooded with this feeling it was time to depart. Opened my eyes and felt as if my whole mind was recharged. See, I'm keen to show you now. Take a hit and blow it out and visit parts of your mind you don't seem to even know about.
Show magic mantras, affirming with the code. Evolve, tapping tappers, perfect to behold. We chose, channel chakras, determined on our goal. We know, astral travelers on journeys of the soul. We show magic mantras, affirming with the code. Evolve, tapping tappers, perfect to behold. We chose, channel chakras, determined on our goal. We know, astral travelers on journeys of the soul. Mentally resurrected from the crypts, often lost in time. Connect with the collective consciousness of the cosmic mind. Attempting my escape via ways of the mystics. Transcend time and space to the higher planes of existence. United by a vital force, arising by a source. United psychonauts, guided by a higher source. Before projection and forming altered perceptions. Explore the thoughts of heaven and dormant doors to dimensions. Visions of this infinite light, where light's limitless. The mysteries are hidden inside where my spirit is. Selected, we ascended on the ladder of life and reconnected to these geometric patterns precise, unraveling sights. It's overwhelming to watch, seeking secrets of the self as I roam the realm of the gods. With esoteric tendencies, I met celestial entities, entered in the nexus of extraterrestrial territories. We show magic mantras, affirming with the code. Evolve, tapping tappers, perfect to behold. We chose, channel chakras, determined on our goal. We know, astral travelers on journeys of the soul. We show magic mantras, affirming with the code. Evolve, tapping tappers, perfect to behold. We chose, channel chakras, determined on our goal. We know, astral travelers on journeys of the soul.
That's a compliment. My hard work gonna show off with my accomplishments. It's common sense. Your consciousness ain't quite match your eye. Decalcify, but don't crack your eye.
Reflection. My third eye vision travels in all that red.
Learn to let go of the worldly, live beyond our physical beings. All seeing is the being who's guided by triple sight.
From the hot project in Alaska to the tall sand disasters around the basket, we all bask in disasters. But rather than falling back, we're evolving towards happiness. We keep masking and supporting gas and conglomerates, having response in a happy society. The traps and lies and
prostitution, delusions. Y'all think y'all winning, but you're really losing. Any confusion, you choose to play them Babylon games and keep your third eye snoozing. Now we metaphysically abusing. All them cruising for all bruising. Try to play intelligence with the rhythm is losing. MCs, y'all got a choice, so tell me what will you choose?
No gravity, calamity, mad galaxy. Door opens up to the 21st century. Fly past destiny, eventually. Come face to face with the waters of infinity. Do we swim forever like birds of a feather? Brothers play the sheep, but yo, who's the shepherd? Grip through the internet and I'm cyberspace and connect with the motherland and all I'm not chasing. Racing at speeds that's so amazing. Through my third eye, I see my brothers just awaken.
Ignition, position, metaphysician, stabilized in eternal rap, prose fiction or fiction, autobiographical diction. Atmospheric pressure starts to build as I near orbitals of Mars, luminescent stars. Frequency is clear, so I land in the shores. Red sand, see the face of ancient man, ancestral legacy in a distant land. Man, on and on.
We're going on and on.
On and on.
We're going on and on. On and on. We're going on and on. On and on. We're going on and on. On and on. Don't stop. Come on. Don't stop.
I'm the traveler, space-time unraveler. Upgrade your calendar, my horizon's lavender. I catapult about the system solar into a galaxy where I be the title holder.
Teleport, Earth I'm not ignoring, soaring, but still see why it's important to stay rooted. Many executed, culture prostituted, then we burn and we loot
I
it.
stay calm but heated, that was just what I needed. Physical depleted, but I'll never be defeated. Champion in a circle, a million men. Warriors gather from galaxies end to end.
All across the land, reaching like my hand. Everywhere you turn, you see original man. Hard as we stand, time just expands. And Kabilani and sands to reach the master plan. We're going on and on.
It goes on and on.
We're going on and on.
It goes on and on.
We're going on and on.
It goes on and on.
Going on and on.
It's going on and on.
You're going on and on. You don't stop. You don't stop.
It's going on and on.
It's going on and on.
It's going on and on. I'm organic, gigantic, enormous, informers. Like water, I'm porous, but deep like a forest. I'm blackness, my abyss must insist to change this sickness through sciences.
New dimensions and extension, just a vision. Children prepare for the collision. The truth is hidden and cuts like an incision. And start your mission out the mental prison. Out the mental prison.
Out the mental prison.
Out the mental prison.
Out the mental prison.
We going on and on.
On and on.
We going on and on.
We going on and on.
We going on and on.
Come on, come on. We going
on and on.
Come on, come on. We going. We going. It's like on and on. It's like
on and on.
We going on and on. We going on. Get peace and love to all crews.
We the beginning, we the ending. Peace and love. Nomadic cyanide. RSP, much respect. Full deck
I came from the astral plane. Akashic records up in my DNA. Look inside the pioneer lie and I can see the way.
Understanding the inner mind's eye.
And it's more than meets the eye when the eye is third.
Watch Babylon fall when we yes, y'all. It's the all I see in human being when you free in your mind. We give the common creed and concept is what we define when we drop it on them.
Sitting in a posture
without the pineal gland, but they kept it hidden. The skies of the pine cone we find in every next religion.
When you search for understanding, you come across confusion. How it's manipulated makes me come to one conclusion. Once inside the labyrinth, it's difficult to exit, but the inner eye shall guide you through the darkness.
Peace to all celestial eyes. Oh Lord, minds rise to see the skies. Open your eyes. Peace to all celestial eyes. Oh Lord, minds rise to see the skies. Open your eyes.
Insight to ignite the third eye side. She got a special way to open up my third eye.
And with this third eye vision was blind when I was big. Third eye vision was blind when I was big. Third eye vision was blind when I was big. Third eye vision was blind.
You see, reality meets immortality of the third eye. So don't be absurd, God.
Mess up my mind, mess up my mind, mess up my mind with the eye patch. Mess up my mind, mess up my mind, mess up my mind with the eye patch.
Is I correct, man? You try to pull the wool over third eye.
59 times out of a dime, I'm hearing thought process. I think progression, you've heard it before. Third eye sight, gods and earth, record labels, class names, and more. But on the song after that, the rap and the track was just made to get played. And ain't nothing wrong with that except the fact it contradicts the previous song you made. You feeling me?
Are you feeling this?
Look out, partner. Scoot over. Step aside one time. I am the central form of format without an exact role, specifically labeled as Bizarro when I control your radio dial. Ha ha ha, check the fictional files while my third eye flies. I break it down in a certain significant factor. I try to do everything that you lack. Person once told me you control what you do. Think about your third eye and just know that it's true. Yo, whenever you feel your true intentions don't keep inside. You wanna just continue on this life and let it ride. Make sure you are calm at every given time. Cause if you start to panic, that's when it's a pantomime type of style, lifestyle. You didn't really wanna smile, but you had to. Painted it white and they look bad at you. It didn't feel cool when they would give you $1. Now you hide under the collar, you need a whole saver. Check it out one time for your mind as our behavior. Like you've never seen before, but this is an encore status. Some third eye shit I represent cause it's the baddest. And yes, I'm in it. You won't be tagging my name and audio tape. I'm doing it the same to what you make. And if I flip it up in a new style, don't say I bit because I do this shit from 1988 until it's it. You know the ending of it all. I represent the 2-4 walls surrounding me in my space. I'm all in your face with a grill and a fresh rap pill. You better drink it down. What that sound like? Who you looking like? What you wanna be like? You rapping on the mic. It doesn't really make sense because you copied all the influences you had in your past and put them together. Now with you, whatever. I don't really wanna get into what makes an MC what he is, but now I'm like done with the showbiz. I'm here for self. I wanna take it for the top of the shelf and put it back down at the bottom of the cover. You know what I say because we all brothers, or maybe not. I don't know if you friend or foe. I'm checking out under your eyes and your lids, so I know you rock, you rock, you rock. Rock on, check, check, check. Bizarros in this month. Mr. Bizarro to you. Remember, it's true, it's all true. We represent, we come together. We into some other shit. We like to sit down in cross-legged style and smile. We schrooming, we hit knee. We doing all them experimental drugs to me. It's easily seen, it's easily felt. It's easily wondered why you put it back on the shelf. You analog and put it a catalog. You remember why you was eating hard. You was thick, your brain is stuck in the mix. You all trying to come up with magic tricks and ain't nothing up your sleeves but two skinny arms. You ain't lifting no weights now. I'll leave you with one word of advice. Finish your beans and rice. Simply stated, from the mind, the walls, and the penetrating, reverberated halls. Look, understand, this black new wave music. This black new wave music, that's right. So now, no definition, premonitions on what's to come.
Yo, I rise with the high tide of waves I can't fly. Reality's time, mother clock wind chimes, opening minds and third eye.
you miss me. Fly by, so high through blue skies and even rainy nights. I sacrifice my life for the fight. Take flight, slick hair tie, back tight. In my light blue kimono, the black daughter of Kyoto. Not solo with my brother, we be two-though. Link through the mic, spirit and our soul glow. Coming out the black hole, crack holes like Janet, take control with the floor, element flow, the winds blow. Rain showers for your show, coming with storms and tornadoes. You better lay low, you better lay low, you better lay low, you better lay low. Hey yo, Stacey Epps on the mic, 1, 2, yo.
Inside there's love to do these eyes I see,
eye invasion.
Inside there's love to do these eyes I see,
It's all in the eyes.
Inside there's love to do these eyes I see,
Be careful when you look into.
Inside there's love to do these eyes I see.
If you look into my eyes, you invade my privacy. I cherish my vision throughout my whole anatomy. It said that straight lookers are true speakers. It said that those who look away are false deceivers. Why is that an issue in today's society? I look away from my reasons, never thinking connivingly. Vision is everything, an everlasting sense. You can see the future and the past in a split flash. See where I'm coming from, see my situation. As long as you entice your third sight, insight. Seeing is believing, not just deceiving, receiving beneficial with cost of the fools who sought salvation. Many will face continue facing this nation. I like attack, eyeballing, I spy full of lies and truth. The minute you look at yourself, you see a scribe and prophet. See yourself as the same as everyone who not remains. The eyes come in different colors, it's universal. You touch, taste, hear, smell with full visuals. And operator, I cherish my different decision. I see it, you see it, we see it, it's how you perceive it. It's uprising, how most start visualizing. It embellishes lies and truth, it's human nature.
Some take it personal, some don't when you look into our eyes. So some mind afraid of our invasion.
Invasion, my invasion of the eye. The scope of the cornea.
Eyes I see.
The eye.
What you see, what I see.
Inside there's love to do these eyes I see, Inside there's love to
I don't even care about fake money. I care about making real money. Real one eye. The word money is actually one eye. And people don't even, I've said it a billion times in their life, never recognize what they're saying is one eye. And it's the symbol of the one eye, which represents spiritual enlightenment, is plastered all over the $1 bill.
It's more than just the eye, but the eye is third.
Word up. This how we do things. Visual, crystal clear like a glass of cold water. My mentality continues to expand in divine order. The snickle dog ain't really paying a quarter, but my design rhymes like Estee Lauder. I ought to come up with all sort of styles. Head said it was dope. I put it in vials and start slinging it. New day and age, they book a life, different page on stage. Left the crowd amazed how I was bringing it. Been witness to sound, revolution on the beat. We got the guard rock. We do this non-stop, all around the clock like 247. I spit mathematics like 247. But most don't even see what I'm saying because they all up in this game, just playing up on some other tip. Make way as my team come through, and if your heart is still true, then you know who you're running with. It's visual. Come on. Lyrics called change. If my people ever want to grow, we must change. In order to elevate, you gotta have change. It's so evident, stagnation's irrelevant. In my circle, we think like CEO/president. That's who we are. Soul vision, sight to the future. Man, woman, and child. We'd like to introduce you to that next plane of thought, more vast in the present. Hold up, one at a time. I know y'all got a lot of questions. My situations manifest daily, but mine stay focused on the illest formulas to make my people feel me. Really, you know it's love in the sea elevation, but some still wish for the worst. Sadly mistaken, it's the kid that made it cool to be intellectual. And if y'all can't see it yet, fix your spectacles. It's visual. Come on. It's visual. It's visual.
along the karmic flow, throttle the forest meridian, along the surface looking for signs of heart, but there is no more. Third eye, see some strict shit in the stuff, yeah, the correction.
Giving them that vision that they listen to the track for. It's the third eye vision, five side dimension. The eighth light is gonna shine bright tonight. Fourth dimensional sight got me feeling right.
So hold this opinion tight. My third eye in flight, the third eye sight.
The light of the insight shows the third eye. You tamper with God and see that this will die.
Just hip hop storm in my energy field. Phony men will be killed. So my files top secret with the government.
And in confusion, you said it's choosing to play the Babylon game to keep your third eye smooth.
They try to black my third eye, but I still come through.
Building bridges, third eye vision of creation.
Through my third eye, I see my brothers just awaken.
And if you see what I say, then you're halfway there. See what I see from the eye of the third. What's the word? The end of my eye.
Here with the third eye receptor.
I'll be placing links to make you open up your third window of sight.
With my third eye, listen and my will to go on.
Listening while listening to third eye vision with my eye on all things.
In these conditions, my life's led by my intuition. My third eye vision, powered by ambition. Work of God, let's say divine intervention. Mother Earth's conviction, open your ears, listen. This is
Word up, it's my third eye. It's my third eye. It's my third eye. It's my third eye. It's my third eye.
Close your eyes. Open your ears. Open your mind to the process. What you see. What you see. What you see. What you see. What I'm spitting has never been tent, always written. Sometimes improvise, speaking my piece just like inspired. Speaks with spray cans and graffiti. So get in where you fit in while I get in where they need me. And where is that? You ask, I ask, where is rap? Everywhere on the planet, people starving for the facts. I bet my life on that. I put it on this track. If you down with us, better know where your heart's at. Gotta have your soul intact. Be ready to roll and show your passion and your reasons for why you living and you breathing. Cause there is a reason, but you gotta be a part of something you believe in. To see inside, 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 see inside.
Understanding the inner mind's eye.
Just sparking some rays of light for the third eye.
All seeing the being who's got my triple sight.
Reflection. Vision travels in all directions. Reflection, searching for the infinite connection.
The light our eyes can register is only one small portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. Other wavelengths from infrared to gamma have other properties. X-rays, for instance, can pass through solid objects.
False exist.
Now, the other thing I wanted to let everybody know is a lot of people ask about where do they typically find these implants. The most common, this is going to surprise you guys, is across the third eye. They're very strange. They're like round red discs. And she finds dip of the back of the skull, that is the most typical place where you will see it. I actually had someone write me the other day before they got theirs done, and they said they could feel it.
You got bands coming up in your chakras, okay, going directly into the mind, okay, because the mind is directly linked to the chakra system.
So if someone came to you, could you tell how many attachments they've got, or what type of attachments they've got?
Well, it depends on what spirit.
That's the old chakras Kundalini kind of system. So I've transcended that construct. I just want to share that. I know people are still working through it, and that's cool, you know. Some people might stay in it, lots of people actually transcending it. I no longer, I'm atrophying the pineal gland, I'm not interested in that. And I no longer have the serpent energy in my spine, I've transcended that. So this is where I'm at as a being. In the languaging, when we say downloads, I'm more the knowledge and the wisdom emerging, coming to the surface, or emerging from within. I've gone beyond the download thing, because that's bringing something down that is outside of you. And when you connect to knowledge through the pineal gland, you are calibrating to that universal reality, which is the false light matrix. And you'll notice that a lot of people who are talking about a new religion that's emerging, which is due to sacred geometry now. So now all of a sudden there is everything behind every manifestation of life is a mathematical temple. From my experience of creation and my creative process in this universe is that life came first, numbers came after.
Cracking on what you were just saying, George. It's all about getting access to the original template of mankind's itself. It's there within our core essence. And see, that's the thing. They can't destroy it. They've never been able to. They've tried. And they're really going to try with this specific agenda, TI, as you're calling it. But they can't get it. And that's the thing. But to access it is deep. It's so deep, man.
Towards advancement, willing enhancement of your senses, willing enchantment as you exit your existence of entrapment and coexist in a quintessential realm of free expression. We hope you listen, not to mention big attention to the words of the message mentioned with the intentions. We'll do we can seal ourselves in a time capsule until we feel it's time to reveal the eternal mystery through skill as we leap into a whirlpool of wisdom to infinite what's surreal, surpassing mainstone casting catastrophic fields of animosity, my primitive work dark, set aside from the light and darks upon your subconscious only. Slowly deleting your reality, defeating all your memories of what? Psychedelic electronic sound, manipulated ergo stomach sonic style, navigating with emotionless energies around sweating with ultimate serenity. Paradigm shape the most effective remedy. Apparently ready, maintaining a radiant glow. So no who know how to control a potentially critical situation of disturbance by the burden, negative urban, ensuring that we're assertively certain.
¿Cuántas veces pasa la misma cosa? Que parece que caminamos en círculos. Fijándose uno viene con tiempo, parece que caemos en la misma conclusión. El sol y la luna contienen poderes de luz y ese pedazo de vida en que vivimos tiene el poder de estudiarlas, manipular esa luz a nuestra conveniencia. Y con eso, uno contiene la libertad de sobrepasar todos los obstáculos.
Higher powers, close to ritual principles, as particles, elements and symbols, fundamental layers of your reality, paradigm enclosed, envelope sealed, elegant seals, deliver a message revealed, to separate the sky from multiple minds and many fingers for making you concepts of time over matter, fleshless amounts of energy aimlessly fused together, but form not we go, to shadow with victory when gravity is shown.
Of driftwood pressed up against the water so close that I cannot see my own reflection, my flaws, imperfections. Instead I float along, naive of the repercussions of being alone, isolated in a stream of ignorance yet of perseverance, for even though I do not know my true destination, I have the patience to wait and see. For when I get there, the surprise of what happens when I arrive is more important than knowing what I look like on the way there. All that I'm dreaming. I'm tired of looking through the looking glass, looking past and beyond what is going on the outside. Casting shadows over my worldview. When I look at me, I don't see what you do. Feel me? Shadows over my worldview. When I look at me, I don't see what you do. Maybe I don't even see me at all. Dream of falling down a long staircase at any pace. Trip is as good as the destination. Facing many altercations on the way there. Now take care of your natural selection. Surrounded by all the perfect bodies and straight hair. Really just the media scared to show you face galore. Will not concern myself with the material nevermore.
Never the why or the how, but always the what. There's never the wine or the doubt, but concrete. Distinctly different dimension altogether. Not to discredit its all-pervasive drenching permeations, but rather offering that maybe, just maybe, a far more exploratory, panoramic investigation was of necessity. To really see the what, experience it, and that would be something. Like eyes in the back of your head, my eyes, gazing and smiling with satisfaction upon the gossamer, Indra's intricate network revealed. Are you feeling enlightened yet? Are you wakefully dreaming whatever present? As the dialogue cease for pieces of peace, pulled like polished pebbles from rocky rapids, magic bunnies yanked from hats and attic boxes forgotten. Let's get lost again, just so we can find ourselves for the first time. What it is, what is it? What's is living, not believing. It's hard to see them, be deceiving. Easy now, see the clouds, but don't name them. Name them, but don't expand further. That's personal projection. Okay, project and let it be. After that, suchness. Justice, what it is, in fact, attracted through the knowledge. Where my scholars took the pads and pencils. The classes in you, a candle vigil illuminates the magic symbols of tantric mysticism. I'll never know the answers, questions asked me in a minute. Rap shit from rags to riches. The neglected reflection got me looking at a backwards picture. Extraction fixture. Now we're back to square one, that can't miss you. He's to St. Francis and those hands that trigger the moons of past incarnations. I see 6-winged angels pacing the inner sanctum. Why don't they spread those feathers and better the situation?
exactly are you talking about? I'm talking about nuclear fucking war. Who is this?
Hey, you guys! Hey, shut up! Hey!